Good morning, children. In the previous class, we studied about the prehistory, which was non recorded. Later, we had come to ancient India. As we all know, ancient in India was divided, Indian history can be divided into ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, and modern Indian history. We had gone through the prehistory, wherein we studied about the Homo sapiens, and we had come to ancient India, which started teaching us about the civilizations of Indian history. Okay, so we'll be continuing the next sentences of that lesson, which is on page number 119. Okay, apart from the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, which were large cities, there were many other towns which were comparatively smaller. Ropar, Kalibangan, and Lothal were some important cities. Apart from these Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, there were other important cities which were comparatively small. These were the bigger ones. There were smaller cities also. Keeping the area it covered in mind, historians believe that this was the largest of the three civilizations, even though Mesopotamian and the Egyptian civilizations existed before the Indus Valley. There were, seeing all this, comparing all this, previous civilizations like Mesopotamian and the Egyptian civilization, our Indus Valley civilization is also the largest among the three. These are the three largest civilizations. Okay, agriculture was the primary occupation as the river Indus and its tributaries made the land very fertile. Wheat was the primary crop. However, some earliest known traces of cotton have been found. People also domesticated animals, especially dogs and cattle. What they did in the Indus Valley civilization, children, in this civilization, agriculture came into practice. Which river helped in agriculture for the Indus Valley civilization? It was Indus and its tributaries. Okay, tributaries in the sense its branches, the branches of Indus River made these rivers made the land very fertile, and wheat was the primary growth. They also grew cotton. There are proof of cotton was grown in the Indus Valley. They domesticated animals, particularly dog and cattle. See, then only the system of rearing the pet animals came into practice. Cattle and dogs were there in the Indus Valley time also. Okay, the Indus Valley was not rich in mineral as the plain was alluvial. Alluvial, we have studied in the soils and minerals. Okay, the Indus Valley was not rich in minerals as the plains were alluvial. There were skilled craftsmen. They imported gold and silver, semi-precious stones, and from which all countries? Afghanistan, Iran, and other parts of India, including Rajasthan and South India. See, children, in the Indus Valley, we all know the land was not support, although there was good flow of river. The land was alluvial, so it was not that fertile land. It was not that rich land, in fact, which had all the minerals to support the plant growth. The people were skilled craftsmen. Okay, they were very good at craftsman work. They all were very good at art and culture. They imported gold. What all did they import? The Indus Valley civilization people imported gold, silver, copper, and semi-precious stones from which all countries? Afghanistan, Iran, and other parts of India, including Rajasthan and South India. We all are in South India. Karnataka falls into South India. See, we were rich then also. The most unique artifacts of the Indus Valley civilization are their seals. Okay, seals were important articraft of the Indus Valley. These carried figures of animals like elephants, tigers, rhinoceros, okay, antelopes, and some of them had human forms too. See, there are pictures. These are the seals. Okay, These seals had the figures of animals and humans too. Okay, children. Turn to the next page, page number 120. This was the earliest known urban society of the Indian subcontinent. Okay, it was the earliest urban society. People were literate in this in civilization. People became literate, they were educated. The script is visible on the pottery vessels and they are seals, but no one has been able to read it as their script has not yet been understood. See children, these were the languages which they used. Understood? You may think, what is this design? This were the literate language. They were literate, they were educated, and this was like we have Kannada, Hindi, no? They had symbol language, but the script is not yet been understood because our scientists or the archaeologists are still finding what these all mean. Okay, but the Indus Valley people were literate. 2500 BC to 1800 BC, the Indus Valley civilization thrives. Okay, in the 1800 BC, around this time, the Indus Valley civilization began to collapse. No historians have been able to understand why this happened, but the decline of the Indus Valley civilization coincided with the entry of the Aryan tribes into India. They came from Central Asia and entered India from the northwest. See, in the 1800, what happened? This civilization was present till 1800 BC. But what happened later? When the Aryan tribes, when the Aryans came into India, who are from Central Asia, when they came into India through the northwest of India, Indus Valley civilization began to collapse. Okay, children, as we all know, when the one company comes, the other company goes down. Similarly, this civilization went down probably because of the entry of Aryan tribes into India. Okay, from 1500 BC to 566 BC, the Aryans settled in Indian part of the Indus Valley. Where did the Aryans settle? Aryans settled in the Indian part of the Indus Valley. They drove away the people who were already living there. What did they do? They made the people run away from there. Who all were there? Na? These Aryans made them run away from there. The Aryans referred them to as Dasas or Dasyus or Dravidians. The Aryans called to them as the Dasas. Okay, the Dasas moved to South India. Gradually, the Aryans spread out across the North India and settled down. First, the Aryans came into the northwest. Okay, these Aryan tribes from Central Asia settled in the northwest. And as soon as they started coming, they started spreading out in India. They made the people who all were living near the Indus Valley, they made them run away from them there, and they called them as Dasas. The Dasas moved to South India. Gradually, when these people ran away, from where they have to go. So what did they do? They started coming towards the south of India. The Dasas were also called as the Dasyus, and they started to come down to South India. And the Aryans spread across the North India. Half of the upper part was taken care by the Aryans, and the Dasyas, who these Aryans made them run away from north, they came down to south of India. Initially, Aryans lived in tribes and spoke only Sanskrit. And the Aryans lived in tribes, okay, and they spoke only which language? Sanskrit. They practiced agriculture and reared cattle and horses. Indus Valley people, what they did? They reared cattle and dogs. Now these Aryans, what did they do? They reared cattle and horses and also practiced agriculture. They chiefly worshipped the sun god and fire. Which were the important gods of the Aryans? Sun god and fire. Weaving and carpentry were other major occupations. Apart from agriculture, carpentry and weaving were the important other occupations of Aryans. The barter system flourished. What is barter system now? I'm exchanging goods in other form of goods only. For example, if I take, if I want rice from you, I will give you what? Wheat. Okay, and I will give you wheat and you have to give me barter. This was the barter system. Understood? Trading was prevalent. The coins called nishka were introduced. With agriculture, they also started trading, they also started business, and coins called as nishka. What were the coins? Like we call paise today, no? Paise and rupees, in the same way, their coins were called as nishka. The Upanishads and the four Vedas were composed during this time. The Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, I told you, no, this one, our heritage. Those Vedas and Upanishads were composed by the Aryans during their time. That is why this period of history is called as the Vedic age. Okay, Aryans, when they came to India and composed Vedas and Upanishads, that is the reason Aryan tribes are called as is called the Vedic age. The great epics Mahabharata and Ramayana were also composed during this time. See, our Indian literature, old Indian literature, is almost formed in this time only. The Upanishads, Vedas, Mahabharata, and Ramayana were composed during the whose time? Aryan time. These reveal a lot about the culture and society of that time. So, this is the proof that we had a good culture and Indian society since early ages. The poet saints who wrote these texts did not have a computer to write. They did not even have paper or pen or pencils as we have been using for so many years. How did they write then? Now you should tell me how did they write. Okay, find out how did they write and just message me. Okay, children, or will I'll ask you in the online classes how did they write, because that time there were no pens and all. No, how did they write? You have to find this answer and tell me in the online classes. Okay, the king was called Rajan. We called Raja, no, nowadays. So at that time they used to call the king as Rajan, and those who attended on him were called the dasis. Okay, the king and the slaves. The king was helped by the purohit or the royal priest, the senan, the senani or the commander of the army. So king had his team of king the leader, his servants, Raj Purohit, and the Senani or the commander of the army. The Sabha and the Samiti were the administrative units that assisted the Raja. There are two committees or the administrative units that helped the Raja in running the kingdom, that were the Sabha and Samiti. Okay, children. Hope we till here we'll do little by little portion so that you will understand. Today we studied about the Indus Valley. How were they? What were their main occupations? Why did the Indus Valley come to an end? How did the Aryans enter? What did they do? How was North India and South India divided? Huh? And what was the administrative pattern of the Aryan kings? What were their trading system? What were their major occupations? We studied about the basic things today. Okay, in the next class we will be talking about the important personalities, okay, of that times. Okay, children, read the textbook and study well so that you will be easily you'll understand in the coming exams what to write. Okay, all of you take care. Bye.